Hello, guys. My name is Michael. Welcome to another episode. So, I want to draw your attention to something that I believe we're going to experience in 2025. There's something that a lot of people are trusting in, and we're going to see the weakness of this concept in 2025. There's this popular belief of Christianity by association. A lot of people feel like things they are safe not because they have a personal relationship with God, but because they are associated with somebody who has a personal relationship with God. And this might sound strange to you, but a lot of people, at the back of their mind, they trust in this concept that, I have a praying father, I have a righteous mother or a praying mother, or I have a praying spouse. We see a lot of concepts like that. Like some men will believe, like, what, I've got a praying wife, so everything is well. They don't need to work on their relationship with God. They do not need to spend time with God. They do not need to spend time to build their relationship with God. So we see this sort of Christianity by association. And one of the things that we're going to see in 2025 and beyond is it's going to become very clear to everybody that the Christian race is an individual race. And those concepts that people have held on to in the past, we're going to see the weakness of those concepts, especially Christianity by association. A lot of people feel that because they belong to a church, there is no longer a need for them to have a personal relationship with God. Some people feel like because they belong to a community, right, of believers, or they belong to a group, or things like that, there's no need for that personal relationship with God. And so we're going to see sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, my headset fell off. So we're going to see the weakness of those concepts, in 2025 and beyond. One of the examples of this particular, of the weakness of this concept in the Bible is, in regards to the children of Job. Job was a righteous man. He had a relationship with God. But Job's children did not have a relationship with God. And so Job always did a number of things for his children. The children did not see a need to build the relationship with God that the father had with God. They didn't see that need. So they would do things. They would go partying in their brother's house and everything. And Job will sacrifice on behalf of his children. Job will go to God on behalf of his children, like a lot of people do today. We have a lot of situations where a lot of parents go to God on behalf of their children. A lot of fathers go to God on behalf of their children. A lot of wives go to God on behalf of their husbands. And a lot of husbands go to God on behalf of their wives. But in the case of Job, we saw the weakness of that relationship when it was tested by the devil. Because in that point, Job was the only one that the enemy did not have access to. But every other thing and person that did not have a relationship with God, the enemy was able to access. And so we saw in the book of Job that the enemy was able to kill the children of Job. So we're going to see the weakness of that concept in 2025. It is going to be clear to everyone that this race is an individual race. Another dynamic aspect of this thing that I'm talking about that we're going to see is something that I call rapture blessing, right? Rapture-like blessings. And these concepts, the way I'm going to explain it is the fact that just like things are going to be based on individuals, right? Blessings are going to be based on individuals, and destructions are going to be based on individuals. And what do I mean by this? We're going to see like blessings based on the people, not just this sort of select all blessing where this whole community, everyone in this community is blessed, everyone in this church is blessed. We're going to see a sort of distinction in the way people are blessed, right? And people will know, people will come to understand that the Christian walk is an individual walk. Now, why do I call it rapture blessing? One of the things that describes the individualism or the individual nature of our Christian walk is the rapture. Because if you take a look at the Bible, the way the Bible explains the rapture and what will happen, the Bible tells us that, in regards to the rapture, that two people will be lying down on the bed. One will be taken and one will be left behind. Do you get? It says two people will be walking, one will be taken, one will be left. So the rapture tells us points to the individual nature of our Christian walk. And so that is how the blessings that are coming in 2025 are going to look like. One will be blessed, one will be left. In some cases, both will be blessed, depending on their relationship with God. And it's just coming to me, the way this will work, it's going to work in such a way that individuals will know that, they need to have a relationship with God. You can no longer depend on relationship by proximity. You can no longer depend. You can no longer say, oh, the God of my wife, come and help me. It has to be your God. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can no longer call on God based on somebody else. You have to have a direct relationship with God. That is what 2025 is going to look like. So it's so important for us to build our relationship with God. If you're someone that has this at the back of your mind, that my mom is praying for me, my dad is praying for me, my spouse is praying for me, my wife is praying for me, my husband is praying, those concepts are not going to fly. When you come face to face with certain challenges, right? There's a way the challenges have been structured in 2025. It's going to be between you, as in there's a way, even though you are two, even though you have a wife or a husband, there is a way the challenges for 2025 have been customized in such a way that you will have to deal with it by yourself. I don't know how this is going to play out, but the challenges have been structured in such a way that you will have to deal with it on your own. And so you need to develop your relationship with God. There is now more than ever the need for us to have that personal one-on-one relationship with God. You must be able to call on God based on your own relationship with God. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's so important for us to understand these things as we go into 2025, because like I said, the seasons have changed. What worked 2 years ago may not necessarily work in 2025. Do you get what I'm saying? And that is what I'm trying to bring to your attention, that some of these concepts, some of these, weak concepts that flew in the previous season might not fly in this new season that we're coming into. So it's important that we update. Like the way we update our phones. It's important that we come to, we become up to date as to what is happening in the world today. So it's important for us to build our relationships with God as we move forward. So I just thought I'd drop that quickly. That just came into my spirit, and I just thought I'd do a video on it. So guys, as usual, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.